Hey! Welcome back to Crossing the Alameda, the podcast where we hook up, catch up, run up, and just say, hey, what's going on with our class of 1991 from SCU? We're rolling toward our 35th reunion in October, and we take these one conversation at a time, and we're so excited to have on our next two guests for Crossing the Alameda. And I'm here today. I'm AJ Riebli, in case you didn't know. I'm here with my co-host today, Kari Morin. Kari, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Happy to be here. I'm really excited. We're going to jump in. We have two guests, and I love it when we have two guests because it's not just about the memories. It's about how the friendship, formed and connected during our days at Santa Clara. So these are both people AJ and I know well, clearly, because one's next to me. And we go way back with, and they go way back with each other. So this one should be fun. So I'm going to introduce them. Start with Leanne Hulme. She was an accounting major at Santa Clara. She lived on 11th floor Swig freshman year and came back junior year as an RA on 10th floor Swig. So those are kind of the two places she was living on in Swig, and landed senior year in Condo 12 with a crew that included our other guest. After 30 years in corporate program management, leading cross-functional teams through major projects, and by her own account, caring most about the people who worked for her, she stepped away almost 5 years ago. She's married to J.R. On. Is that how I say it? On. They have a blended family with 4 kids ranging from 20 to 27. Just finished a big home remodel and is now very busy being officially unbusy. I love that. And then we have Annie Franz Dice. Yay. Annie Franz Dice. We call her Franz, so I always forget how to say it.
Okay, I know what you mean.
We're really close. She was a business management major and also ended up in Condo 12 senior year. You were on 7th floor.
Yeah,
freshman year.
007.
Yep. And it's clearly where the best people lived, was at Condo 12. She just retired this past week from 12 years in development and parent relations at St. Mary's Academy, an all-girls Catholic high school. She's been married to Steve Dice, a previous guest on the show, for almost 30 years. And he'll be fully retired by the end of the year. Their daughter, Abby, just got married 2 weeks ago, and their son, Max, is also a Bronco class of 2022. Hooray!
Yeah, thanks for having us. This was fun.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yay.
Yes. So, Kari, did you have one other thing you wanted to dive into before we got into,
That's true. I did ask both of you separately what you love most about the other person. And Annie said what she loves about Leanne is that she's practical and real. And I love that because that's what I remember about you when I think back to college, is like you took an auto mechanics class when we were seniors. Like you are just the coolest, most interesting person. And you do like really cool practical things that make everyone go, what a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And Leanne's favorite thing about Annie, it's just, I think everyone's favorite thing about Annie, you're so positive and upbeat all the time. And my kids would say the best memories we have are because of you.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Agree.
That's nice.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yay.
All right, hey, let's get into it. How did each of you pick Santa Clara University as the school that was the school for you, and what brought you there?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Annie.
All right, I'll go first. So my high school friend, Mark Wilson, who's also a Bronco, his older brother went to Santa Clara, and I'd heard about it through Mark. And there was a cool poster on the wall in the college office at high school. And I thought that looked fun. And I heard they had a good business program. And I was like, sweet, I want to go to California, get out of town. And we've all talked about this before. There was no college visits. There was no tours, any of that. It was basically that poster on the wall. And Mark's brother went there. So it had to be good. And the other thing is, my college counselor said that, you probably won't get in. This will be a reach school for you, so don't count on it. And then I was like, F you, I'm going. So then I really wanted to go there when he said that to me. And I'm like, see, I got in. I get it.
Yay.
That's great. Mm. I grew up only a half an hour away from Santa Clara, and I still didn't know anything about it because growing up in this area, you always went to San Francisco. You didn't go to San Jose. So I never had heard of it. It was somebody in my family knew about it. So it wasn't, I didn't know anybody that went to Santa Clara. I didn't know anything. And so I thought, oh, okay, somebody suggested I should apply into my family. And I said, okay. And, I confessed that I really wanted to go to Stanford. I had it in my mind that I was going to go to Stanford. And so when I didn't get into Stanford, I was tragically disappointed, went on a tour of Santa Clara. And what sold me was the gym. What was it called at the time? I can forget. Levy?
Levy.
Yep, the Levy
And
Center.
I thought that was so cool. And I could actually play intercollegiate sports because I really was playing softball at the time. And I thought, hey, softball's great. And it was a walk-on team. So sports got me over the hump and I was excited to go to Santa Clara. So that's how I ended up there.
Leanne, it's funny. I also wanted to go to Stanford. Didn't
Oh,
everybody?
I had it I don't think we called them vision boards, but somebody told me to write it down and put it on my bulletin board. I'm going to Stanford. Didn't happen.
I was so focused on you have to get a business degree in order to get a job. That's why because liberal arts wasn't a huge thing back then. And I remember learning more about Stanford and they didn't even have business. They were all for undergrad. And I was like, losers, they're not going to get jobs. So I was glad I didn't get into Stanford.
Me too.
Worked out.
For the exact same reason. I didn't clue into that. And Santa Clara was actually the only school I applied as a business major. And yeah, it just worked out perfectly. It couldn't have been any better.
Right.
That's so good.
Here's my 1B, because you know what? Stanford, you guys are way better than going to Stanford, by the way. Isn't that the joke, right? Isn't that the joke, right? A vegan, a CrossFitter, and a graduate of Stanford walk in their bar. How do you know? Because they told you they went to Stanford, they were a vegan, and they were a CrossFitter. There you go.
Yeah.
Totally.
True. I love it.
So here's the 1B. Give us, we always like to do a little bit of an icebreaker because it kind of always leads to kind of a more open conversation. What's one funny, maybe cringy, maybe funny, cringy, and still makes you laugh moment from your 4 years at SCU?
So I'll tell you mine. So I was also a very sheltered person in high school. I'd go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. So I show up at Santa Clara. Thank goodness that I was on 11th floor swig where there wasn't a full floor of parties going on. And our floor was pretty mellow. But, I confess that the first first week were rough. And people were up at all hours of the night. And how could this be? And I, of course, took an 8 a.m. class, fall quarter freshman year, because I thought that was the greatest thing. And so it took a little bit of adjustment, but further to the adjustment is one of my classes, I'm pretty sure it was fall quarter freshman year. At least this is the way I remember it. So if nobody else remembers it this way, this is how I remember it. But I took Intro to Christian Tradition. And I did not go to a Catholic school, nor did I go to church. But we had a religion requirement, and it was the only class available when I registered. And so, of course, I sat in the front row. I'm pretty sure it was the 8 a.m. class. And I sat in the front row because, I was studious and that's how it was going to go. And Mike Klein was next to me in class. And he wasn't in the front row because he wanted to be. He was in the front row because it was the last seat available in the class. So I'm sitting there trying to be really studious, and I studied hard, and Mike would come in half asleep all the time, snoozing in class. And I got a C and he got an A.
Wait, he went to a Catholic school.
I know, but little did I know at the time. And so it was just this huge eye opener for me that I wasn't really smart. I really needed to change my study habits. And it just set the tone for the rest of college.
That's funny, Leanne, because I have a funny intro to Christianity story. Is my freshman roommate was Laura Hood, who she transferred after freshman year, but she came down from Snohomish, Washington, this tiny little town up in Washington, and also no Catholic background, no church, nothing. So we both are taking intro, and I was born and raised Catholic. We both take the intro to class. and we're, studying for the test or whatever. She goes, "Now, tell me again how Mary got pregnant." And I was laughing so hard. I'm like, "Well, it just happened. You just," and she got an A, and I was pissed. It was so funny. It was like she was asking all the right questions that, born and raised, you just go with it. You assume the answer. You don't question anything. But that was a funny eye opener to me because I was sheltered in the other way. Like, oh, everyone's Catholic. Everyone I meet is going to, know this stuff. And so that was funny.
Melissa keeps to know how much she also didn't grow up Catholic.
Yeah.
I remember this. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions too. Okay. How did you 2 meet and become friends?
Probably through DGs, right? Initially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we both were in the sophomore pledge class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you remember that? Through DGs, because I didn't really know you freshman year.
And Rush was spring, wasn't it? So
I think so. So late sophomore year.
Yeah.
But then I feel like we really got to know each other senior year when we were roommates at the condo, which was so fun.
So fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfectly takes me. Did you want to say anything else about that, Leanne?
No, that's it. Because
it takes me perfectly into my next question because you guys now we have interviewed everyone that's lived at Condo 12, which is so fun. So 5 women, 1.5 bathrooms. Was it 1.5 bathrooms?
It was 1.5 bathrooms.
Was it 1.5?
It was. Yeah.
Right. Because
we weren't really supposed to have 5 people in there. It was a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath condo. And remember that, Annie, that there was Julie and Tina and Amy were in one room. And if the landlord came by, we had to quickly pick up somebody's bed because there were only supposed to be 4 people in the condo.
Oh my gosh.
And we had to pool our money for rent. So there weren't like 5 checks. It had to be just 4 checks.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I think that was a weird raise that year.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you guys remember besides that living together that still stands out?
Okay, here's a fun fact.
Okay.
All 5 of us wore size 6.5 shoe. And so we would trade shoes all the time. We never knew where our shoes were because somebody would borrow a pair of shoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a cool one. What? Everybody was a 6.5. Get out.
Me and Annie were. I know Julie was. I think you're right about everybody else too. Yep.
I know. So anyway, I thought that was funny. I didn't really know Tina and Julie that well. They were just in the athlete world throughout Santa Clara, and I didn't have a lot of athlete friends. And so they were new to me senior year, and oh my gosh, so much fun.
Yeah.
So
totally.
much fun.
And I think Annie and I were both a little I don't know, a little worried, let's just say, that it was going to be like party central all the time. So, and it wasn't that way. It was very, very fun.
Well, especially fall semester when they had sports, it was calm.
Yeah.
They could.
Yeah. He's laughing because he disagrees.
You didn't live with them freshman. You didn't live with them freshman year. You had no idea how calm that was, right? But anyway. Leanne also knows how calm it was when I used to come visit her on the 11th floor, though, too, right, Lee?
Yeah.
Leanne's like, I have to go to, can you go? It's 10 o'clock. It's past my bedtime. All right.
Hey, I changed that. I changed that after a while, but I'm back to that again.
And I can't believe you've not called me Arnold yet on this, because I think there's one person that actually knew my first name, and Leanne gets that, because I'd see you like, hello, Arnold. And it would always be for, still probably to this day.
Yeah, but I think it turned into Arnie after a little bit. Yeah.
When you got comfortable with me, I appreciate
That's right.
that.
Yeah, but you were the first person to ask me, oh, you're from San Carlos. What parish did you go to? And I was like, oh my God, I got to come up with the right answer for this one too.
That's so funny.
Because I was so, I'm such a dyed-in-the-wool Catholic that I had to figure out what parish you're from.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick before your next question, AJ, I just want to say, Leanne, you probably heard Michelle on here say that you had to tell her that was a D1 sport when you got her to play.
I remember that.
You got her to play softball. It was like club. You're like, it was D1.
It's true. But we were We were one of those sports that we were a Title IX sport that you had to have a extra women's sport in order for the rest of the school to be D1. But it paid off for us because we both just showed up and played softball, and that was a lot of fun.
That's fun.
I remember you made the team. It was really cool. You're like, yeah, I'm going to go out for the softball team. I'm like, what? And you're like, yeah. And that was a pretty cool moment. I was like, and you were like total stalwart for that team. Like you all 4 years and like, that's.
Yeah, I actually only played 2 years because when I was in RA junior year, they didn't allow you to play D1 any sports. You couldn't be on
What? Really?
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. So you could either be an RA or you could play sports.
Yeah.
That's rules.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
So
speaking of being an RA,
yeah.
Speaking of being an RA, this is Kari's favorite question because Kari was in France. So Kari wants to know what happened in October of 1989. This is the Kari Morin go-to question every time. And by the way, Kari, I don't know, but if you listen to Lisa Seek and Strain's show, she's like, I don't know. She had no memory of the earthquake, and we literally were like she was studying in London.
Funny. I saw that.
She was studying in London, and we were like, oh my God, I wish Kari was here right now. We were crying because she was like, literally, nope, got nothing. I wasn't even sure it was an earthquake. I was in London studying. Didn't really see anything about it. We're like, what? I was totally dying. But Lee, junior year, 10th floor swig.
I was on 10th floor swig. I was in my room. I'm pretty sure I was in my room. I might have been in one of the other rooms, but we were looking out over Mission Garden, and it was the craziest thing. There was a cloud of green dust, pollen from all the trees. The trees shook so hard, it looked like this green cloud. And I was kind of caught up on looking at how crazy that was and realizing that, hey, I should get, cover somehow. I should do something about this. Plus, then I'm supposed to be the responsible adult on the floor trying to make sure everybody else is okay. And anyway, I was on 10th floor swig.
Scary.
How big was that cloud? Like,
it was huge. It was huge. I mean, it was because, we were on 10th floor swig and certainly above the tree level. I don't remember it being at the building level, but at least it exceeded the tree level. It was pretty wild.
Wow.
You were in the DG house.
I was in the DG house, the blue house on Lafayette, across from Dunn. And I was doing homework. I remember sitting at the dining room table, looking out the big picture window. And as an Oregonian, we always thought earthquakes were cool because we don't have them here. And at first you're thinking, oh, this is kind of cool. And then it didn't stop. And then we were like, oh, crap. What did all our California friends tell us? Do you get under a table? Do you get under a doorway? We couldn't remember. And Susan Bitar was in the back room. She was in the shower.
Oh,
and we had an in-ground pool in the back. And the pool, the waves came into the back of the house. And dishes were all over the floor. And I just remember, like, after it ended, walking around the house going, what happened? Like, I don't remember hearing all the crashing of dishes. I just remember watching the street outside, and it was literally moving and realizing, like, oh, this is real. This is not a little mini one. And then, power goes out, no one can make phone calls, and it just got kind of crazy. And I vividly remember that earthquake.
Dang.
Yeah.
DJ, you were at a baseball game, right?
Yeah, I was at the game.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you were watching the game. Why weren't you watching the game?
I don't know, but my parents were at the game, so
they were at the game too. Yeah.
Thinking about the game, people at the game. Yeah.
So scary with the bridges and everything. Yeah.
Okay, I have an academic question. You guys, you both mentioned two different people as your favorite professors. Can you tell us about them and why? Like, what stands out?
So I was a business management major, and there was only 11 of us in the major. So we were taking, all the classes together. And I say this is my favorite professor because mostly it's the one name I can remember. Dr. Barry Posner. He was kind of like a business guy, but then came in to be a professor. And his whole thing was, leadership and how to be a great leader. And that was kind of, I think, a new trend. And he had written a couple books on how to be a great leader. And he was just kind of a cool guy. He didn't seem very academic. He always came in a suit and tie. He looked like he was from the business world. But I think I loved him because Kari and I, our senior year spring quarter, didn't have many classes. We had one class one Thursday, every Thursday at 6 p.m.
It met once a week, and it was the only class we were enrolled in for spring.
And then I had taken all the management classes, but I needed like, I don't know, a couple credits. So Barry Posner made a class for me, and it was just kind of a one-on-one kind of thing. And it wasn't a regular thing that we met, but I had to read some books and write some papers. But I was so busy that spring quarter with one. I barely did any work. And it came down to the end, and I'm fast forward reading this book that I'm supposed to write a paper on. And he tells me at the end, he goes, so I want you to grade yourself on this quarter. And I'm like, oh God. And I know. And I was like, oh my God, this was not my best effort for sure. But I did give myself a B, and I still feel guilty about that. So he accepted it. It's on my transcript. So
That's great.
Really sad about that one night a week is we skipped it to go to Lord John's at least once.
We were
maybe
busy.
twice.
Yeah, Thursday night. I could have picked a better night for that one.
I know.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was hard to get to.
That's funny.
What about you, Leanne?
I picked Dr. Ushman, or everybody. I started thinking about this. Is it Professor Ushman? I don't even know what we called them. We just called our teachers by their last names. It was just Ushman. And
It was in the book, like that booklet.
yeah. So he taught advanced accounting, and that was sort of like the class accounting majors feared going into advanced accounting, because it's a scary bunch in accounting, right? And anyway, he seemed to like me, and I did well in his class. And afterwards, he kind of pulled me aside and he talked to me about maybe I should get a PhD in accounting, and maybe I too could be a professor in accounting. And I was like, I was very flattered, but smiled and basically said no, thank you.
I didn't know that was a thing. PhD in accounting.
I
Wow.
guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
But anyways, it was a good class. So it sealed the deal that accounting was probably the right thing for me.
Nice.
So, hey, looking back now, what do you think you were getting right about life during your 4 years at SCU, even if you didn't know it at the time?
I can start with that one.
Okay.
I was thinking about that because what struck me is the thinking about what am I up to now, and it kind of made me think about what was I doing then, and like the word that I like to use is dabble, and I feel like what I did right at Santa Clara was I dabbled a lot. I was an RA, I played softball, I gave campus tours, I worked at the student store. That student store that was downstairs?
Oh, yeah.
I can't even think what the name. Down Under. Wasn't it like called Down Under?
Yeah, it was the Down Under. Yep.
Yeah. I was the bookkeeper for Down Under, and I'd have to go take the cash and walk it down to the Wells Fargo on Lafayette and not get mugged and deposit cash.
Wow.
And anyway, I feel pretty good that I did. I was on Senate for a year.
Yeah.
I did volunteering. Gina Taboris was my roommate freshman and sophomore year, and she ultimately went on to be the director of SCAP. And we volunteered at Friends Outside, where we would go to the local jails and talk to the inmates and get them, connected with the bail bondsman. And I didn't even know what a bail bondsman was before that. And so anyway, I feel good that I dabbled, and I think that's how I kind of do life a lot, is dabbling.
Yeah. So impressive. I just learned a lot about you.
I know.
That.
I like the dabbling. I wish I had done more dabbling at Santa Clara, but I think what I did right is I made some really good friends.
Yes.
I was going to offer that as your answer. Like, you're a connector.
It seems silly to say now that I felt going into Santa Clara very sheltered, and I thought, oh, this is going to open up my world. And it did. But you think back on that, like we all came from these, private high school, whatever, not all of us, Leanne, but what you, and I just felt like, oh my God, the world is so big and all these people doing different things and coming from different, and it was, I loved it. I mean, I loved all the people I met, and I just love that we have these friendships 35 years later. That's great.
And you met your husband.
Met my husband. Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel very, very lucky. And it's not something you think about when you're a kid in high school trying to pick a college. But if I talk to anybody, I try to tell them about Santa Clara. I think it is so special that we have these reunions every 5 years. It really helps with the connectivity, but the students do stay, and we all stay, stay friends through the years. And I feel very lucky about that.
It's unusual. I think you
It
don't
is.
hear it often, but I do think it's true because my son, class of 22, he has such a solid group of Santa Clara friends, and I see them doing what we're doing. It's already been 4 years out, and they are so close, and
Yeah.
yeah, so it's a special community.
Wouldn't it have been fun if he was 2021 though, and he was coming back for his reunion the same year that we were?
That would
Well,
be.
anyway.
I invited him. He's gonna
Okay.
come.
Good.
Close enough.
I'm going to move ahead to the now because you guys both have some cool things going on that we want to hear about. You both just crossed a big threshold. Leanne, you've been out of corporate life for 5 years now, and I love how you're busy being unbusy. I love that. And Annie, you literally just retired this
Last
week.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give us
Yeah.
all a preview. What's that like, and how's it going on this side of things?
I had a dream last night, Leanne, that I wasn't sure who was going to tell me when to go to work and was I going to be late. And I was really confused in my dream about, do I go to work? Do I not go to work? And so it's still sinking in for me. It doesn't seem real. I did delete the app on my phone the other day, so I no longer have access documents and emails from work, which felt epic. Yes, it's really new to me so far, so I'm gonna follow Leanne's lead and figure out how to do it.
Like I said, I couldn't tell you what I've been doing for the last 5 years, but I know I've been like super busy.
Yeah.
It always seems like I'm kind of back to the dabbling thing. There's a lot of dabbling going on. A lot of different things have come up, but I'm not one of those people that, okay, Monday is pickleball day and Tuesday is golf and Wednesday is, someday maybe, but that's not where I'm at. So it's sort of like, hey, whatever happens. And I've been spending time with friends that I hadn't had the time to spend with them previously. Yeah, but there's always a project. I feel like being in finance, I live life in kind of quarters. So, or a project base. So I always feel like, oh, this quarter is focused on this and next quarter was focused on that.
Steve, you're so practical. I love it.
Q2 is going really well right now.
Yeah,
We're
Q2 is going-
steaming right into Q3. Woo!
You know
And
what?
then
You're right.
Q4, we're going to kick Q4 off with the reunion. It's going to be great. There you go. All right, I got you, Lee. I got you.
Yeah.
When
Rihanna,
does your official book close? Like, what are you on the calendar year, or do you actually have like a different closing window? Just curious.
Well, I guess I'm probably on a calendar year. Yeah. But it's sort of like, yeah, probably on a calendar. I don't know. It could be a little fiscal starting with fall because fall is kind of a big time.
Leanne, if you were to move to Portland, Steve would have your Tuesdays be pickleball day.
I know. He's good at that. And I have some friends that are like that, but I haven't turned that corner yet. Maybe that'll be a part of my next fiscal year's aspiration.
I love it.
Until you blow an Achilles heel out playing pickleball.
No,
and
we're
then
not doing that. We're not old enough for that.
I know, but I am a
you're
little
never too old
tempted.
to blow an Achilles. Just gonna say.
I
right
know.
now.
Sadly.
I don't want that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, 30 years, careers, kids, all of it. When you look back, what's the thing you're most proud of that's not on your resume, not on your CV?
I think that, I was pretty career focused. It was all in one way or the other. And when I really was thinking back on it, I started working in junior high. In junior high, I had to get I remember specifically going and getting a work permit so I could work at my grandfather's company. And I worked solid all the way through. But what I take pride in is that I still had time to do other things. And so I still was very much involved with my kids' activities, and I volunteered, whatever activity they happened to be doing at the time. I was classically the treasurer of whatever group that they were a part of, and so I feel very good that I was able to I still feel like I people talk a lot about work-life balance, and a lot of our kids are very focused on work-life balance, and I didn't know the concept until later, but felt like I was able to balance it and have a, pretty intense career.
I think for me, I would say I'm really proud of my kids and kind of where they've landed and who they've become, and they still like me,
Yeah.
which is really important to me. I think we're moving into that phase with them that we're, friends. And of course, there's still advice given and feedback. But anyway, I'm really proud of them and where they've gone. And I'm glad that we have a good relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Annie and Steve's Christmas cards every year are hysterical and a reflection of how tight their family is. And yeah, save that for another.
Speaking of Christmas cards, I want to thank Leanne for always sending me a Christmas card all these years later.
Nice.
Leanne is like, wherever I could be in the world, and I think we're on getting Christmas cards like the last 30 years. And I always feel like, you know what? If I don't see you for years or whatever, like I get the Christmas card, I get the catch up. I'm so happy for you and your a beautiful family. And I'm just, JR is amazing. And it's nice to be included in your life, even if it's only during Christmas. I appreciate that I get a card, and I just wanted to say that. I was thinking about what I got to tell Lee. I go, you know what? I really appreciate that. Even when I'm not very good about getting, because I'm the one that tries to get out the holiday card, and then I'm like, is it going to be a Groundhog Day card? Is it going to be a St. Patty's Day card? Like I keep sliding, like maybe Easter's a good time. I don't know, Flag Day. I don't know. And then I'm like, oh, then another year goes around. I'm like, oh man, I totally got to get the holiday card out. But I appreciate getting the holiday card. So
hey, today is Flag Day.
It is.
Yeah.
I just know that.
Oh my God, I gotta get on Shutterstock.
Card out.
What a panic.
Leanne, like thinking about all of these things about you and that you have now some time, even though you're busy, you always had such interesting hobbies or things that you were always wanting to learn. Like I said, I mentioned the auto mechanics. Like what's something either that you're doing right now or that's on your list that's kind of new and interesting for you?
Well, dare say it's a little embarrassing, but I will confess that I am a quilter. So that's been my more recent thing.
Wow.
And so, but I just love textiles and I love fabric. And so yes, I'm not, again, it's a dabbling thing.
Mhm.
And
so
so,
cool.
because I feel like there is a long runway to that. When I'm not able to play pickleball, then there'll be plenty of time for quilting. But I do enjoy that, and gardening, but I've always been involved in gardening. Gardening has been, listening to Lisa Seacon was actually really super cool because she's a master gardener. And I thought, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun to look into. But
you guys got to connect and get that going. Maybe that's a 3-year commitment, but man, that'd be awesome.
I know, right? Yeah. So, thanks to your podcast, that's something for me and Lisa to talk about.
Yay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
Well, Leanne and I
Annie.
talked about doing the crafting together, and maybe we fly up and down and have a weekend of crafting together, which sounds so fun.
Why wouldn't I know that?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the quilt? I'm interested in the quilting. Like, what kind of quilts are we like? What fabric are we working in? Like,
It's cotton. It's not.
Cotton.
Yeah, it's cotton. They're I do mostly classic versus. There's a whole modern trend. I just, what, classic for me. I have no particular style. My style's, I call it eclectic. So if I just like it, I get it. So if you look at the art on my walls, it's massively eclectic. It's like, oh, I like colors. So everything is like fun colors. And, what they say about quilting is you take perfectly good fabric and you cut it up into a bazillion pieces and then you sew it back together again, And that's, it's just about finding fun fabric and making a neat new design out of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Annie, I got one for you. You've worked for years at an all-girls Catholic school,
Mm-hmm.
working development, parent relations. what did that environment do to you, for you, and what did you carry out of that as you are now in retirement? Like, that's 30 years of commitment, to one organization. Like, what was that like for you in
Well,
rolling
just have
through
to
that?
clarify, I only worked there 12 years, not 30.
Okay. All right. Oh my
But
God. I gotta get my fact checker, or I gotta go like, oh, is it 12? Okay. But 12
yeah,
still
no,
good. It's a good number.
close enough, close enough. I love working with the parent community. It was a very social job. We did a lot of events for parents just to get parents engaged in the school and want them to be involved. And so we threw a lot of parties and a lot of speaker events and gatherings. And that's like so what I love to do. And just meeting all these people. I'm really going to miss that community. Even though, I'm staying in Portland and everything, it's just you don't see those people on a regular basis. So I had great coworkers, like super creative, fun. It's going to be hard to like adjust without that, but I mean, I have all my great friends here. So
I actually wanted, she's being really humble because 12 years at that job, but like you handed off Mother Son Bunch to me at Central Catholic, and like you did years of stuff at
All Saints.
All
Yeah.
Saints. So Annie is like extraordinary in this role, and they really pulled her over to St. Mary's to do that, and she's pretty legendary there. And it's really gonna be a hard role to fill. And luckily, like what she does, and Leanne knows this, is she also just makes it really easy for the rest of us to throw things like grad parties. Like she shows up with just like incredible skills for this. So it was fun to see you be involved, but also like bring some of those gals that worked for you over to do your daughter's wedding so you could enjoy it. But like just because she has this incredible skill to make everything memorable and beautiful and fun and efficient, I just don't see you not doing that.
No, I want to keep doing that. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. And just help whoever needs help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Annie's the one that always makes things happen. She's the catalyst in any activity, and that is something we just absolutely love. And it's
Wow.
just natural. It's just because she's fun and positive.
If we can, get decisions to be made, that's the hardest part.
You're very patient.
Well,
And persistent.
I don't mean to jump on because Kari's got the next question, but I did want to bring up, since it was brought up in a prior podcast, we're talking about organization and making things happen. We need to hear about Team USA. I know.
Oh yeah. Thank you for remembering to ask.
We can't let Team USA escape without a little more commentary from the two of you. We've got it from one side. Now we need to hear. I heard that it was extremely organized. Maybe it was more Leanne because they had to hit every ballpark in America. But give us a few, besides the car wreck at the end, which also apparently I was absolutely shocked and almost fell off my chair. I didn't hear the other side of Team USA from the other two members of the Team USA trip.
That was one of the best trips of my life. I mean, I remember I didn't do study abroad in college. I stayed at Santa Clara. And I remember, everyone's planning their graduation trip and lots of people are going to Europe. And I was like, I've never even been to the East Coast. I would love to see the US. And we started talking about it in the spring and like we put this together. And Leanne, seriously, I mean, she had the AAA membership, she got the maps all sorted out. And it was fun because we all had picked one or two things that we absolutely had to do. And we all had different things and we made it all happen. It was so fun, and seeing all these people across the US that we kind of knew from Santa Clara or their relatives, and we could never do that again.
Absolutely. I totally agree with Annie. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure, other than Nevada, I'd ever been outside of California. Okay, I think I visited Annie maybe in college, maybe not. It might have been after college, but I had pretty much never left for sure, like within about 3 states. And so it was super fun. And yeah, like Annie said, I remember planning and we whipped out the map and we picked the places we were going to go, but we were all, poor and cheap. And so we tried to find friends or relatives. So we picked out like we saw Rusty. You guys remember Rusty Keeley, who went to Santa Clara, but he transferred. We stayed with him, and random relatives that just got pulled out of a hat that, were so remote relatives.
That put up with 5 stinky girls showing up
Yeah.
there. We're hungry and sweaty.
And that was super fun. And yeah, just that opportunity to see the country. In fact, this year, my daughter made a road trip. She was living in Atlanta, Georgia, and moved back to California. And so she road tripped and went through parts of where we had gone. And I ended up flying out to South Dakota to meet her. And the only time I'd ever been there was on our trip. And so I kind of got to relive some of the places that we went. And that was super fun. And so it was great.
That was the best trip. I mean, we couldn't have done it any better. And the crash at the end was a little bit ironic. We were kind of tired of each other by that time. And I think we were all happy to get on an airplane and go our separate ways by the end of the 6 weeks. But I mean, we're all still friends. We laugh so much about the stories of that trip. It was great.
I mean, I saw you guys all at the Riffles at the end, and you did not seem like, if anything, you guys seemed even more gelled.
Yeah.
Before you left, that was so fun.
Give me just one highlight, like one thing you're like, wow. I mean, like you both said, like you guys hadn't traveled much. Like, give me one, like for each of you, like what was one huge, like, oh wow, like, amazing moment on that trip? Because it sounded amazing. So
I'm going to say New Orleans with John Berthelot. And we go into a bar and it says happy hour from 11 a.m. to like 5 p.m. And I'm like, yeah, this is great.
Well, I just loved seeing all the big cities, Chicago, Boston, New York, St. Louis. I mean, that was just so fun to see. I don't know. I think one of the funniest stories, and this is kind of embarrassing, is the day of our day. Well, there's a lot of funny stories, but this is one. I think it was obviously the day that we crashed. We had all our bags up tied to the top of the roof. And just a downpour, like heavy, heavy, heavy rains. And, we crash and whatever, and we get our bags to the hotel and they let us use their dryers to dry, because we had duffel bags or whatever. So the rain just soaked everything. And I had these really cute magenta flats in the bag. And those magenta flats kind of stained everybody's clothes.
I don't remember that.
Making sure.
So it was so embarrassing. I'm like, those are my shoes, and they bled over everything. And that was funny story. I don't think Amy and Michelle thought it was that funny when their white T-shirts came out. Pink. Anyway, we have just crazy stories from every city we could probably think of.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was very special. It was very, very special. So
it bonded us forever.
I want to see pictures.
Oh, we have albums, we have videotape.
We have a lot
hidden away.
It's funny that I'm asking this because, like AJ did with the earthquake, I feel like this is such a great AJ question that he asks a lot. Is we're in our mid-50s. You're celebrating your kids' big milestones they've launched, right? There's weddings, graduations, and at the same time, like I know with you're in a bigger, like AJ calls it the parenting elevator. You've got your parents. So like what does that look like for, you and JR and you and Steve right now? I know a little bit.
I feel like that will be part of my retirement plan. Is my parents live here in Portland, and my mom has Alzheimer's and my dad is her main caretaker, but they're both in their 80s. So it's not like he's perfectly fit and stuff. So I feel like that will be kind of my retirement journey, is spending more time with them. And, they still have the main house that I grew up in, just a lot of stuff to go through and, kind of help them on their next journey. It doesn't really sound that fun, but I think it's part of what we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
All 4 of your parents have been such a big part of.
Yeah, Steve's parents and our parents. Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So on our side, my parents both passed away within 9 months of each other back in 2000, 2001. So that was part of the reason why I decided to leave work. But JR's mom is still with us, and she's a vim and vigor, full of energy, spitfire, and she's super fun. And she lives down in LA. So she comes up and stays with us periodically, and we go visit her. But yeah, so I am, fortunate that I feel unfortunate that my parents are gone, but they both went, without any long-term health issues or suffering. And I think they would have wanted it like that. And I have a lot of friends with parents with Alzheimer's, dementia, and that is just so difficult. And so I feel like I try to, support my friends, but really, I'm seeing it more on the sidelines than I'm in the middle of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
AJ
but
always
it's good.
described that really beautifully.
I love your mom and dad, Lee. I love your parents. They're always so kind and
They loved
and
you too.
lovely, and they were such amazing people. And
Thanks.
yeah, it's the thing. It's where we, it's the whole thing we talk about in our lives. Like it's, you're ready for it and you're not ready for it. And I see
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's popped up a lot now too. It's like at 30, you should actually think my parents are, have 20, 25 good years left, and you should never not discount that, right? I think
Yeah.
sometimes we're trying to be who we are, and we're trying to establish our own lives and try to establish our own independence. And with our kids too, your kids are only with you for 18 years, maybe. I mean, now, given the circumstances, maybe they're with you a little bit longer. That's,
They come
and that's
back.
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I sometimes think you cannot discount the time on the back end where, mom and dad are getting older, and Annie, I send you a lot of love with the Alzheimer's. I've been
Thank
through that
you.
with my wife and her mom's dementia, and it is it's a rough ride. And there is no easiness to it. And I think if there's anything we've learned from this show, really, is like we're all in it, right? Where it's an interesting place to be 56, 57. And some of us have already lost mom and dad, or like, Susan Moon was on it, lost her mom and dad at Santa Clara. Like, it's very interesting when we check in on each other and like, hey, how's that going? And some of us have already been through it, and some of us are going through it, and some of us we're definitely gonna be in it. And I think what's different about our generation is we talk about it, and I think we try to address it versus like put our heads in the sand and like, it's but man, it's there's no playbook for this part of life, right? Like,
Yeah.
you may have a playbook at work, but there's certainly in life there's not a solid playbook. And so I think that's what's also been interesting about this show, is that it's given us the ability to see like, I could take a little bit from somebody's playbook there and somebody's playbook there, and like, but I still think it's it's part of our journey.
And
So
it is interesting having kids. Obviously everybody's kids are a little bit different age, but in their 20s, and it's also causing me to reflect on when I was 20. And sometimes, they might seem a little bit self-absorbed, let's just say right now. Oh yeah, maybe I was like that too. And so it's helping me feel a little bit more, deliberate in some of the things that I do, and hope that I was as present as I would have liked to be, maybe.
Yeah, I'm laughing because before Annie showed up, AJ and I were having a bit of a bitch session about certain kids of ours.
Can't help it.
Yeah.
it's only because we love them. It's
That's
only
right.
because we love them. That's it. Like,
Also, I mean, that did include
guilty.
our
Sorry, I love you. Sorry, guilty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
It included our recognition that I was like, I don't think I was totally honest with my parents at that time either. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We
Exactly.
knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And no one had any trackers on me. So anyway.
Totally. I mean, how would you
Oh,
like
God.
to be a kid right now compared? Thank
God.
goodness there was no.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like, what are you doing breaking into the water park at 11 o'clock at night? How did she
And then
be on my
also
Find
the-
My? Thank you, Steve Jobs. I shouldn't be on my Find My, and I see you broke into a water park at 11 o'clock at night. I don't want to know that. And you're in Ohio. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
I see that my kids go to their K through 8 school sometimes at like 11 at night because it's got like 22 acres. I'm like, I know where you are. But there's also like the decision point you make of like, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to remind them that I know.
Oh
Right.
yeah, for sure.
know.
Absolutely.
I know. So funny. Okay, so we're gonna switch it up to go to the fast five. These are quick answers, just anything that comes to mind, and I'll start. So the first one is, what was in your CD player in 1991?
You too, I think.
Yeah. This
You
is
you could cheat and think of what you were listening to on Team USA road trip.
The Black Crowes.
Oh, good
yeah.
That
Good one,
that
Ann.
one sticks in my head.
That's a good one.
1991, I don't know, but there was a lot of In Excess going on around that time, so I'm going to go with that.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Michael Hutchinson. That is and that's an amazing album, by the way. That's I think that's a really undervalued album from our era for sure.
I agree.
Here's mine. Favorite breakfast.
Parfait.
Depends on the season, maybe. Right now, muesli, oat milk, and Greek yogurt and honey.
Yeah.
I'm kind of boring. I don't like sweet breakfast.
I love that you just said muesli, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Is that the right way to say it?
How do you say it? I would say it that way.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just so weird. It's like, I'm eating muesli, and I'm like, oh my God, what? I get my fiber in. I'm getting my bread. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
on the
I'm not
package, muesli.
judging. I'm just like, I love that you just said muesli. That's all. It kind of made me laugh. Inside, I was laughing a lot.
What about you, Leanne?
I'm going to go with the parfait, kind of similar to Annie, but it's not necessarily muesli in there. I'm just, it could be granola.
Granola. Okay, next time you visit, we are having muesli.
You know what my second favorite thing is grape nuts. So that's right up there with muesli.
That hurts your teeth.
I love grape nuts.
When I was
Grape nuts is like eating gravel. I don't understand.
Awesome.
I never understood grape nuts. I never understood. I'm like, oh, they're grape nuts. I'm like, no, it's like eating gravel. Why am I eating gravel?
It's like eating
There
rocks.
was nothing grape or nuts about it. Like, I don't even get it. I never, like, when I would go to my aunt's house, that was the only cereal that they had, and I'd be like, what a bummer. But I could see it now. I think I'd probably like it now. Okay. What is one thing currently on your bucket list that you're working towards, or maybe you already started it?
Leanne?
Oh. Let's see. On my bucket list. It's more travel. I always say travel. I always think I'm going to do a lot of travel. And, particularly after Team USA, I thought, oh, we're going to do all this travel. And I'm starting to do more travel. So I'm going to broadly say travel.
Mm-hmm. I like that one. Once Steve fully retires, we have a big, plan to hit the road and go see a lot of friends. But I don't know. I'm so in the mode right now of, like, I just retired. I just did my daughter's wedding. I just need to clean up my house right now. That's in my interest. I just have a lot of stuff to put away and just kind of reorganize and kind of figure out what that retirement life is going to look like. I want to say I'm going to be fluent in another language, but that's not going to happen.
I tried that too. I signed up for Babbel. I did the lifetime subscription to Babbel. Like, pay by it once, every language, as long as you want, all you can eat. That's a classic Leanne dabble. And I did it for like 3 weeks. But I still get reminders. Oh, keep it going. Keep it going.
For you to pick like one question you can ask in every language or something.
I want that to be my answer, but it's not.
Yeah.
So good.
Keep it going. You're on a hot streak. You're one of 365 days. Your Vietnamese has improved immensely. I'm so proud of you. Like, what are you? Okay, that's funny. But remember, you got a lifetime subscription, so go now.
I know. So
Don't
I'm
waste
telling you, I'm
it.
going to go back to it as soon as we get off this call. Do my lesson for the day.
Time's
Which
ticking.
language are you
Time's
going to
ticking.
pick?
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay. If you weren't doing what you're doing for the last 30 years, what's an entirely different career you might have pursued? No talent, no skill, does not matter. dream crazy, dream big or small. What's that career? What are you doing?
Backup dancer for Taylor Swift.
Love it.
I'm going to give you a practical answer.
There
I would
are
be a
no
general
skills
contractor.
involved in that one. No talent, nothing.
Oh, you could do it, Annie. You could totally do it. You could.
I
you
would
could
venture you're a better dancer than Taylor Swift. Look, I'm on record. I just said
No.
it. There you go. Yep. Hands down.
Oh, funny. Yeah,
What's-
that's mine.
That's good. I'm going to go with the practical answer, but it's true. I would be a general contractor.
totally
It's
see that.
in your genes, Leanne.
I could totally see that. And we need more female doing that because that's kind of fun to mix it up. I love when male and female general contractors and contractors are working together. It's hilarious.
You would crush that, actually. I mean, just
You would
being
crush that.
honest. Like, that doesn't shock me. And like, you could start another career. There you go. You're bored. You kick that one back up.
Yeah.
Would you build
In
residents, like
Spanish.
single family residents? What would be your jam on that, on a general contractor? What are you building?
Yeah.
Single family homes? All right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Or vacation homes.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds better.
Leanne, I know. Senior living.
Oh,
Senior
yeah.
living.
Senior
with
living,
all
exactly.
fun. Good living.
Yes. We
Yeah,
always
actually, that would be fun.
Beth always says we need like a circular place where you can't like wander off and you just like wander into each other's places. Like that would be so good.
Okay, you're on it. That's your plan.
With like a courtyard in the middle that traps us in. That's so good.
But it's surrounded by a labyrinth. So when you get in the labyrinth, you're just utterly confused and just remember to turn right. So you can't leave the property because you're stuck in the labyrinth. Just returns you back to the the middle.
Perfect.
And then there would be like guest ADUs for our kids.
Yeah.
They're like not exactly with us, but near. That'd be so
But
fun.
nearby.
Mhm.
We
But
got
with
it.
no Wi-Fi. With no Wi-Fi, so they actually have to have a conversation with you.
No Wi-Fi. We wouldn't know how to work the computers and the phones anyway by that time. So
True. My God.
Fair,
Okay, last
fair.
one. What slang word from the 80s deserves a comeback?
gag me with a spoon. That's the only one I can think of. And I don't know why it doesn't really need to come back.
Nice.
You know, I think sadly enough, I use them still, so I'm not sure they need to come back.
What's your favorite go-to
Like
then?
for sure, like totally
I
for
love
sure. But I
that's
don't
a
do
good-
FER anymore. Now it's for sure.
Because you're grown up.
It's a grown up version. Yeah.
That was really taking the next level on English language. Way to go. I'm really proud of you.
Oh, that's funny.
For sure. Not for
That's right.
sure.
For sure. I
For
say that all the time though. Good.
Okay, this is actually the last question. We asked this, last real question. If you could go back and say one thing to yourself on graduation day, June 1991, walking away from the mission, what would that piece of advice be? What would you tell your 91 self?
I wish I was more of a dabbler like Leanne. I wished I would have explored more clubs or more sports or things. I kind of didn't take advantage of as many opportunities as I wished. And the other thing, which you tell your kids all the time, create relationships with those professors. And, I didn't. And so anyway, those are two things. I wish I would have invested more in my professors and also tried a lot more things than just partying at the hut.
That was
See, I
It was
think
fun.
Annie. I think I'm going to take a role from Annie. Like I would say have more fun. I was thinking specifically, what does that mean? Like go to concerts. Like Annie, you went to the Taylor. You went somewhere exotic for the Taylor Swift concert, didn't you? Go somewhere fun.
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, Toronto, Canada. If Annie packs up and goes to Toronto, Canada to go to a concert, that's what I would say. Go to more concerts.
I don't ever go to concerts.
Annie
That
is-
was special.
It is super spontaneous. I got to just give two quick examples. When Beth she had a trip planned with her son to go to Paris,
Paris, yeah.
but he didn't get his passport stuff together. And so very last minute, Annie joined Beth, and they had this just incredible trip.
I
And
bought a
so,
ticket to Paris at 6 a.m. and we left at 1 p.m. that day.
Yeah, see, that's
so
what I'm
cool.
talking about right there.
And like when Brendan couldn't, we had something happen with our youngest, so Brendan couldn't join me for Parents Weekend in New Orleans at Julie and Peter's freshman year, and I thought about that because I remember at the time being like, you should totally go with Beth, and then I called her and she went with me, and so we were like the lesbian moms from Portland. It was perfect. You're with me.
Box checked. Box checked.
It worked. That's so fun. So
Yeah,
fun.
see, that's what I'm talking about. I love that. I love that, Annie.
Okay, I'm in. Ask me anything. I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, she's even more available now.
I know.
Yeah.
So great. Awesome. Okay, so we usually ask people what they're looking forward to and are you going to the reunion, but you two are seasoned reunion goers. I've only been to one. This will be my second one. So what's your favorite parts of reunions? What keeps you going back?
I like that they put so many classes together. And so you have so like at Michigan Garden, there's multiple class years, and that's fun. And so I just like the, almost like generations of Broncos, and obviously seeing your classmates, but just like the energy level just on campus in general.
Mhm. I just love going back to campus. I mean, it brings back so many fun memories, and just to see all our California friends, and yeah, I'm excited. And just because of this podcast, there's more and more people that I have thought about, like I haven't thought about, but now are thinking about, like, oh, forgot about them. I'd love to chat, and there's more people that just keep popping in my head. So
Same.
Yeah.
so thank you for doing this, because it's
Yes,
been
thank you
really
very much.
such a reminder about who all these people are, and we used to hang out, and
That is fun.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Who's somebody you'd like to see? Actually, there we go. We follow up with that. Is there somebody you haven't seen in a while, or like, hey, it'd be really great to see that person show up at the reunion?
Do you know Vanessa Gehring? She was seventh floor swig. She actually went to high school with Steve. She's from Salem, Oregon.
Oh wow, I didn't.
And she lived across the hall from me. She was lovely. I remember her. And I haven't seen her in years. My
Give her a
sophomore
call.
year.
Give her a call. You're on the committee. Give her a call.
Oh, I
Let's go.
know. I actually did put my name next to her name, and I haven't done my calls yet. But yeah, there's Kathy Hagart, Julia Robinson, Jenny Bram. I mean, a lot of our like DG friends, and
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many people that I'm not even remembering, but I hope they come.
Yeah.
Right on.
Anyone
Lee?
you're looking forward to, Leanne?
Well, AJ, I love seeing you because you're right. We only exchange Christmas cards, and I get to catch up with you. So you're one of the people that I always look forward to seeing.
Nice.
You are very sweet, and I also look forward to seeing you. So thank you, Lee.
I think somewhere I have a picture that all four of us are in, probably other people too. So I should find it for when
Yeah.
you post this episode.
All four of us.
I love seeing you guys too, but I do make it
Photo.
important.
I think it's senior ball or something, but it could have been like something else senior week, during graduation. But I think all four of us are in it. I gotta
that'd be
find it.
cute. Okay.
Actual photos.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, fun.
Well, this has been amazing. I appreciate seeing both of you and spending time with you. And thank you for sharing your lives with us and others. I think that's really why it's been nice. It's been nice to get to reconnect with so many amazing people. And I think it's, look, it's rare. We're rare. I mean, I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but Stanford's got nothing on Santa Clara Broncos. Sorry, Stanford. Also run. You're also running, having fun. You're also running on maybe a little bit of heart and soul. You may have a lot of people making money in venture capital, and that's good for you. But you know what? You know what we got? We got each other. So I'm so happy that you guys came on the show today, and I can't wait to see you in October. So thank you.
Thank you, guys. It'll be fun to see you in person.
Yeah, thank you guys. You're the best. I appreciate you making the time. And so if you're listening and you're a classmate and you haven't been in touch with someone from those years in a while, let this be the nudge. October is coming up fast. But also, please let this be the nudge if you're listening and you know someone who would come on with you if you're too shy to come on by yourself. We were joking that, we're still trying to find more people that will come on, because the more we do these, the more people will come to reunions. So please reach out. You can reach us at crossingalameda@gmail.com. That's crossingalameda@gmail.com. We do get some random emails. We'd love more. We will respond and get you scheduled. And we'll see you next time on Crossing the Alameda.
You
Thank
can
you.
find us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. That's for you, Lee. Apple Podcasts. Anyway, love you guys. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Yay.